amazing listeners. Welcome back to our episode. I'm your host, Pia, and you're tuning in to We Listen and Learn. And I'm so excited to be here with you today, seriously, my heart is just bursting with joy because we're about to dive into something that's completely transformed my life. And I know it can do the same for you. Today, we're going to talk about something really powerful: how to manifest the future you want. And let me tell you, this isn't just some fluffy concept. This is real, practical stuff that I've personally used to create amazing changes in my own life. I mean, the journey hasn't always been easy, but that's what makes it so worth sharing with all of you. So get comfortable, grab your favorite drink, and let's explore together how you can start creating the life of your dreams. Trust me, you're going to want to take notes for this one because we're about to unlock some serious, life-changing strategies. When we talk about manifestation, it's like way more than just wishful thinking or daydreaming about what we want. It's this incredible process of bringing our deepest desires and goals into reality through the power of our thoughts, beliefs, and actions. And let me tell you, I've seen this work in my own life in ways that still absolutely blow my mind. Think of manifestation as this beautiful combination of mindset and action. It's about getting crystal clear on what you want, and then aligning your entire being, your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions with that vision. It's almost like you're tuning your internal radio to the exact frequency of your dreams. And when you do that, amazing things start happening. I remember when I first started understanding this concept, and honestly, I was kind of skeptical, But then I began noticing how my thoughts were creating these patterns in my life. When I truly believed something was possible for me, opportunities would just start showing up in the most unexpected ways. What's really fascinating about manifestation is that it's actually backed by science too. Our brains have this incredible thing called the reticular activating system, and it basically helps us notice opportunities that align with what we're focused on. It's like when you're thinking about buying a certain car, and suddenly you start seeing that exact model everywhere. That's your brain helping you manifest by showing you what's possible. But here's the thing that I really want you to understand. Manifestation isn't just about getting stuff or achieving goals. It's this powerful tool for personal growth and transformation. When you start consciously creating your reality, you begin to understand yourself on a much deeper level. You start recognizing your own power, and that's when the real magic happens. In my own journey, manifestation has helped me not just achieve my goals, but also become the person I needed to be to maintain and appreciate those achievements. And that's what makes it so incredibly powerful for personal development. Let's dive into one of the most crucial aspects of manifestation: creating a crystal clear vision for your future. When I first started my manifestation journey, I used to think that just having a vague idea of what I wanted was enough. But let me tell you, everything changed when I learned how to get super specific about my vision. Think about it like this. If you were planning a road trip, you wouldn't just say, "I want to go somewhere nice," right? You'd pick an exact destination, map out your route, and know exactly what you're aiming for. That's exactly what we need to do with our future vision, and I'm going to show you how. One of the most powerful tools I've discovered is vision boarding. And honestly, it's been a total game changer for me. I remember creating my first vision board 5 years ago, and at first, I felt kind of silly cutting out pictures from magazines and arranging them on a board. But there was something magical about seeing my dreams laid out visually in front of me every single day. I started with simple goals like having my own podcast, being able to support my family, and creating a platform where I could help others. And you know what? Looking at that board every morning started shifting something in my mind. It was like my brain began actively searching for opportunities to make those images a reality. But here's the thing about vision setting: it's not just about the big picture. You need to break it down into smaller, actionable goals. I started writing down specific milestones I wanted to achieve, complete with deadlines and action steps. Instead of just saying, "I want a successful podcast," I wrote down, "I will launch my podcast by this date, with these specific topics, reaching this many listeners." What really made the difference was getting emotional about my vision. I didn't just look at the images on my board, I spent time really feeling what it would be like to achieve these goals. I imagined the joy of helping others, the pride of supporting my family, the excitement of growing my platform. And let me tell you, when you combine clear visual goals with strong emotions, that's when manifestation becomes super powerful. One practical tip that worked wonders for me was creating what I call a future diary. Every morning, I would write about my day as if I had already achieved my goals. I described how it felt, what I was doing, who I was helping. This practice helped make my vision feel so real that my brain started believing it was already happening. Remember, your vision isn't set in stone. It's okay to adjust and refine it as you grow and learn more about yourself. The key is to stay connected to what truly lights you up inside and keep that vision clear and alive in your mind every single day. Now, let's talk about something that completely transformed my life: daily affirmations and maintaining a growth mindset. You know, I used to be that person who would wake up and immediately start thinking about everything that could go wrong. But then I learned about the power of positive affirmations, and honestly, it changed everything. Every morning, I started looking in the mirror and telling myself things like, I am capable of achieving amazing things. And I attract success and abundance naturally. At first, it felt really strange, and I'll be honest, I felt a bit silly. But you know what? The more I did it, the more natural it became, and the more I actually started believing these words. One of my favorite affirmations that really helped me through tough times was, every challenge is an opportunity for growth. I remember when my podcast was just starting, and the numbers weren't what I hoped for. Instead of getting discouraged, I would repeat this affirmation and look for ways to improve and learn from the situation. The thing about mindset work is that it's not just about being positive all the time. It's about developing a growth mindset where you see possibilities instead of limitations. Like, when I was struggling to balance helping my family while building my career, instead of thinking, I can't do this, I started asking myself, how can I make this work? I started keeping what I call a mindset journal. And it's been such a powerful tool. Every night, I write down 3 things that went well that day, no matter how small. Even on the toughest days, finding those silver linings helped train my brain to focus on the positive. And you know what? The more I looked for good things, the more good things I seemed to find. One of the biggest mindset shifts that changed everything for me was learning to embrace failure as feedback. Instead of beating myself up when things didn't go as planned, I started asking, what can I learn from this? This simple shift helped me become more resilient and actually made me more successful in the long run. Another game-changing practice was surrounding myself with positive influences. I started being really intentional about the content I consumed, the people I spent time with, and the conversations I engaged in. It's amazing how much your environment affects your mindset, and making these changes had a ripple effect throughout my entire life. Let me tell you, your mindset is like a muscle. The more you work it, the stronger it gets. Every time you catch a negative thought and consciously replace it with a positive one, you're building that muscle. Every time you choose to see an opportunity instead of an obstacle, you're growing stronger. Now, let's dive into something super important: taking aligned action. Because here's the thing, manifesting isn't just about thinking positive thoughts and waiting for magic to happen. You've got to actually do something about it, you know? When I first started my journey, I learned that aligned action means taking steps that feel authentic to who you are and what you want to achieve. It's like, if you want to manifest success, you need to act like the successful person you want to become, right? Let me share something personal with you. When I decided I wanted to help my family financially, I didn't just visualize it happening. I created a practical plan. First, I focused on building my skills and knowledge. I took online courses, networked with people in my industry, and wasn't afraid to start small. Every little step counted. One strategy that really worked for me was breaking down my big goals into tiny, manageable actions. Instead of getting overwhelmed thinking about the end result, I would ask myself, what's one small thing I can do today that moves me closer to my goal? Sometimes it was as simple as making one important phone call or spending 30 minutes learning something new. You know what's really powerful? Creating daily success habits. I started waking up an hour earlier every day to work on my personal development. I made sure to complete at least 3 important tasks before noon. These might seem like small things, but they compound over time and create massive results. Another thing that really helped me was staying accountable. I started sharing my goals with people I trusted and regularly updating them on my progress. This not only kept me on track, but also helped me build a support system of people who believed in my vision. Remember, aligned action doesn't mean everything has to be perfect. Sometimes you'll make mistakes, and that's okay. What matters is that you keep moving forward. I can't tell you how many times I failed before things started clicking into place, but each setback taught me something valuable and helped me refine my approach. The key is to stay consistent and keep taking those steps, even when you don't feel motivated. Trust me, there were days when I didn't feel like showing up, but I did it anyway. And you know what? Those were often the days that led to the biggest breakthroughs. Let me take a moment to bring everything together that we've discussed today about manifesting the future you want. You know, when I look back at my own journey, these strategies we've talked about aren't just nice ideas. They're powerful tools that can genuinely transform your life. Clear vision setting, daily affirmations, and taking aligned action, these aren't just random steps. They work together like pieces of a beautiful puzzle. And the most amazing part? You already have everything you need to start this journey right now. I remember when I first started practicing these manifestation techniques, I had so many doubts. Like, would this really work for me? But let me tell you something from my heart. The moment you start believing in yourself and your ability to create change, that's when the magic begins to happen. You know what really makes my heart full? Seeing how these practices have not only changed my life, but also helped me support my family and touch other people's lives. And I truly believe that you have that same power within you. You're capable of manifesting incredible things, and you're worthy of all the success and happiness you dream about. Every single one of you listening right now has unique gifts and talents that the world needs. Maybe you're feeling stuck or uncertain right now, and that's completely okay. But I want you to know that where you are today is not where you have to stay. You can start small. Even tiny steps count, you know? Remember, manifestation isn't about being perfect. It's about being persistent and staying true to your vision. Some days will be harder than others, and that's part of the journey. But keep showing up for yourself, keep believing, and keep taking those aligned actions. I want you to really take this in. You are so much more powerful than you might realize. Your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions, they're all working together to create your future. So dream big. Stay focused, and most importantly, start now. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because that perfect moment is right here, right now. You've got this, and I believe in you with all my heart. Together, we're going to manifest amazing things in your life. Hey, amazing listeners! Wow, what an incredible journey we've been on today, and I can't thank you enough for being here with me. You know, these conversations about manifestation really light up my soul. And I hope they've inspired you to take those first steps toward creating the future you deserve. Before we wrap up this amazing episode, I want to remind you that this is just the beginning of your manifestation journey, and I'm here to support you every step of the way. Next Monday, we'll be diving deep into another powerful topic that will help you level up your life even more, so you definitely won't want to miss it. If you found value in today's episode, and I really hope you have, please like and subscribe and click that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my episodes. And you know what would make my heart so full? If you could share this episode with your friends, family, or anyone you think could benefit from it. And if you have any topic ideas that you'd like me to discuss in our future episodes, please comment down below, and it helps make this podcast even better for everyone. Thank you so much for being here until the end of this amazing episode. I truly appreciate each and every one of you for your continuous support of this channel. You mean so much to me, and seeing this community grow fills my heart with so much joy. And always remember, keep listen and learn. I love you all so much, and I'll see you next Monday for another incredible episode. Stay blessed, stay motivated, and keep manifesting those dreams.